Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Baron Browning in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
You're all mine, baby. You gonna get this. You're all
Smash.
52.
Strike it. Go.
Here's Tua. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Ravens send their punter out now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. This is brought in at the 21. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Switch it. Come on, switch it. No. Off.
Beckham goes in motion left. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now this, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland.
He's coming.
22. White.
Double up.
From the 29, Stafford. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Mike 6. Go.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Browns at 10-2 on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
From the 50, Stafford. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 6. Mike 6.
Watch the slats. Watch the slat.
Check 31. Check 31. Wide. Get wide.
They go up the middle with Chubb.
Back.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
In motion left is Beckham.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
I'm coming after you. Switch. Check nickel.
21.
26. Check 26.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
Set. Yellow 20. I want that. Give me that. Hey, 22. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
They snap it to Stafford.
Come on, let's go.
His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 29, Tua. Catch made here by Campbell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Down. 52 blue.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Cut.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
22 needle.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Cut.
Now Tua. That is caught by Lamb. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Ultra. Slice blue.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll buy some time right. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
Smash. Red. Ready.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Paris Campbell, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ready.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
3 down. Watch the safety.
Hey, go steal.
Slam.
Blaster. 6. Ready. Go.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
60 red.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
6, mega.
2 to throw again. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
14's the mic. All you get is a headache. Hurry! Joker. Joker.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Mike, set. 180. 14. On the ball. 59. Mike 14.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. He's got a man, complete. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Let's go now. Black 40.
No better.
Deuce.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to pass. Tua. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Browns drive about to get started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
53 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. They run it again with Chubb. And some room to roam now. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. Good. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
10.
Check. Crunch.
Alert!
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Drops it off for Chubb. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Mike 14. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 14's the mic. 14's the mic.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
It's going to be a long day.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Being chased out left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
York able to send this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken success.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
31's the mic. Watch twist.
Ready.
On first down, Tagovailoa flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Alert.
Yellow.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Black Ultra.
Get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua on target to his man, Likely. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Let's go. 45. White.
SOS.
10 cycle.
SOS.
Hatchet.
Yellow.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Black.
31's the mic. Ready.
Tua, a final shot before half.
Here we go.
That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Nice, sweetheart.
32.
The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Check 40 got.
Check three.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Let him know. Mike 6. Watch the run.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Lady. Watch the run.
Kill. Check 24.
They give the Chubb out of the gun.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Check hot route. Hot.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Hey, easy. Mike 14.
Back to throw, Stafford. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead. I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Ready up. Claws red.
I'm going to run you over.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Slice, 97. Set, cut.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Tua. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Set, 10 black. Red, cycle. Hey, check mega. Ready, go.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Protection
Yellow,
certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Jackrabbit. Hut.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ready.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. Looking to throw. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 30 yards. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th quarter lead. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Hey, 5-0.
Switch. Check 43.
Shift.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Here we go.
Hey, check Mike 6.
I'm coming for you, son.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
53. Ready.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hurry.
Mike 6.
Throwing is Stafford. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Ready. 80.
Watch the run.
Mike.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down, back to Sanders.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Lady! Mike, 6! You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby! Hey, check Mike.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Switch. Check your hot read. Tight dog.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
I'm coming after you. Hey, check Mike. Mike 6. They can't.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Mike, set. Lady. 6. Let's go, D. Hey, check Mike. Big 20. Mike 6. Get that quarterback at all costs. Mike 6.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Check 9.
To throw is Tua. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.